The 7th generation Mustang has broken the 7-minute mark at the Nürburgring. Hi, I'm Gary Gastelou, and this is a car report. After Ford unveiled the Mustang GTD, it said one of the goals for the vehicle was to do a lap of the Nürburgring Nordschleife in fewer than 7 minutes. And now it's done it. Ford released the Road to the Ring mini documentary on YouTube today, revealing that the GTD clocked a lap in 6 minutes, 57.685 seconds, which makes it the first car from an American brand to break the 7-minute mark and steals the American lap record from the 2017 Dodge Viper ACR, which did it in 7 minutes, 1.3 seconds. The Viper was a very impressive track machine with 645 horsepower and an extreme aerodynamic package, but the Mustang GTD stepped things up a notch in every way. It has an 815 horsepower supercharged 2.5 liter V8, and not just an aggressive aerodynamic package, but a drag reduction system that can be used to increase its top speed on straights to 202 miles an hour and increase the downforce significantly for the curves. Ford performance driver Dirk Mueller, who is a winner of the Nürburgring 24-hour race, was behind the wheel. And both he and the team think they can go a bit faster. That's because the track was wet early in the day of the record run, and they only got one good shot at it under less than optimal conditions. Ford said it will definitely be heading back to the track to go for an even faster time. And if it wants the overall record, it's gonna need to. There is a short list of production vehicles with better times ahead of it, including the Porsche 911 GT3 RS, Mercedes-AMG GT Black Series, and Lamborghini Huracan Performante LP640-4, which did it in 6:44.97. But at the top of the list, or the bottom if you're talking about time, is the Mercedes-AMG 1 $3 million supercar, which has more than 1,000 horsepower and clocked an official lap of 6 minutes, 29 seconds. While it's unlikely the Ford performance team can knock that much time off of a lap, it might be able to knock a couple of those other cars off the list. But there is another American car looming in the shadows that might challenge the Mustang GTD. It's the upcoming mid-engine Corvette ZR1, which has a top speed of 233 miles per hour and has been testing at the Nürburgring. When we reached out to Chevrolet to ask if it plans to release a lap time, all it said was, stay tuned. And of course, even if the ZR1 doesn't beat the Mustang GTD, but does put it a better time than that Dodge Viper ACR, it could technically claim to be the fastest all-American car at the Nürburgring. That's because while the GTD does start with a Mustang body built in Flat Rock, Michigan, the car is a collaboration with Canada's Multimatic racing outfit, which also builds Ford's racing Mustangs, and is the one that puts all the fast parts on the Mustang GTD, much like it did on the Ford GT that went out of production last year. Regardless, as far as what the Nürburgring record means to Mustang GTD sales, it probably won't mean a lot. Because if you want to buy one of the $325,000 cars, you really already had to have applied to be approved to buy one. And they're pretty much all spoken for already, although Ford hasn't said how many it plans to build. If it ever does, we'll let you know, and we'll also bring you all the latest developments in the Ford versus Chevy, and maybe in a future Dodge sports car battle. So don't forget to check out AmericanCarsAndRacing.com every day for the latest.